Hi, my name is Michael Fraser, and I'm here to talk to you today about bullying. I have been bullied in the past for various things. I mean, as a child, you get bullied for the way you look. Something as simple as like a funny name. Kids will use that as a reason to tease you because they think it's clever. Uh, I was bullied for the way I acted sometimes, if it was a little bit too feminine, growing up in a space where um, effeminate males were not really tolerated for the most part. So I have experienced bullying in various different forms. How do I overcome bullying? I feel like it's a loaded question because you never really overcome something like that. But I have developed a lot of ways to cope with it. And over time, you can develop a thicker skin, and certain things don't really affect you, and words just seem to roll off your back. I would meditate. I love to meditate and take time to myself to just be alone. That helps me. As something as simple as taking a nap. If I'm feeling overwhelmed or like I'm about to crash because something is becoming too much for me, I will literally go sleep it off. As weird as that sounds, I will go rest and wake up feeling renewed. Music plays a large role in my life. It's a calming factor for me. So is also singing and just comedy. So I'd watch something that's funny or invite someone over, a friend of mine that I know makes me feel better, like someone that's really, hilarious. Their presence will make me feel good. I'll sing a song, do a little music session, listen to music, whatever it is. I do all these things for various uh, instances that I feel bullied in the past, I guess you could say. Did I ever speak out when I witnessed someone else being bullied? Yes, I have. I'm a very vocal person. I feel like I have been through a lot in my life, and that has caused me to be very strong. It's trauma sometimes can really force you to grow up faster than you want to. And because I feel as if I've developed a really great way of coping with things, and I have a voice and I know how to handle myself for the most part, whenever I see someone else going through something, my first instinct is to protect and defend. So yeah, there have been many instances in my life where I've seen someone being bullied, being treated incorrectly or unfairly, and I have stepped in to defend them and their honor at least, because that is the right thing to do. How do I find the courage? Finding the courage is not really hard for me. It's mostly adrenaline. Because sometimes when I look back at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, that could have easily turned out a different way. Or the person that was the aggressor to someone else that I defended could have turned around and started being the aggressor towards me. But it's a very delicate dance, and it's all about how I approach it. Because if someone's being bullied, I cannot jump in approaching it as a bully myself, bullying the bullier. I have to approach it in a very calm manner to diffuse the bullier and bring them back down from this high of superiority. Because when you bully someone, it's like either because you're hurt yourself or you feel like you want to put them down to make yourself feel better. So there's a superiority complex in there at some point. So I'm always doing this from a place of, hey, let's look across the aisle at each other and see where our differences might actually have some similarities, and think of what you're doing to this person, and if you were in their shoe and someone's doing this to you, how would this make you feel? So that always helps. So thankfully, I have not been in any situations where I've tried to defuse a situation and it turned out ugly. Coping mechanisms I've used to safeguard myself or protect myself against bullying. Uh, I keep a really great group of people around me. family. I talk to my mom almost all the time, at least once a week, and friends and a partner and just people that are grounded and loving and accept me for who I am. So when I go out into the world and I experience things that are unsavory or things that are not what I'm used to, it doesn't tear me down automatically. Like I have a whole internet show. I'm on the internet on multiple platforms being viewed by thousands of people every single week, and thousands of people every single week have an opinion on things I say or do. And whether it is the sound of my voice, how my face looks, the things that I say, whatever it is, they have opinions and they all give these opinions. And sometimes it's really left field and weird and just rude and mean for no reason. And other times they're very sweet and loving and supportive. Supportive. Uh, I have to realize that whatever these people are saying to me is not really a reflection of who I am as a person, but it's more a reflection of who they are and what they're going through. So it might have nothing to do with me. I'm just someone they happen to stumble upon on the internet, or they are coming to watch my weekly show and for some reason they're having a bad day, and I'm just the person they feel like they need to release that stress on. I really take it with a grain of salt and I move on with my life because what they're saying does not hold value to me personally. I have a lot of value in my life. I've learned to be alone and love me for me a long time ago. So I don't find value, I don't find self value through people right now at this stage in my life. So thankfully for that, I can navigate this world and people's opinions and people saying crazy things and it not affect me or tear me down per se. But I do look at it a lot of times as a teaching moment and try to analyze, why would you say this to me? Why would you treat me this way? Are you going through something? What did I do to trigger something within you? I mean, I'm human though, so at times I do see things, and my knee jerk reaction is to defend myself because fight or flight, As human beings, you're, we're animals. Instinctively, we will defend ourselves if we're backed into a corner. So sometimes I look at it and it's like, how dare you? And I want to clap back, but then who is it serving? you know, who is it really serving? But yeah, that is how I deal with it. Thank you guys so much for your time. I'm really glad I had an opportunity to be a part of this. Again, my name is Michael Fraser. You can find me on YouTube at Too Much Michael, on Instagram Too Much Studios. Also, I'm on every single platform that podcasts are available.